Hello there and welcome back to Building the Boys. We now got issue 58 of Hachette's Build the Disney Dolls House to finish out the month. And in this one, very little to do, which has been the order of the month. But we are installing our first internal electrics, and that's a big deal. I know a lot of you have been nervous about this. You don't need to be. Trust me, you don't need to be. And I will show you why you don't need to be very soon. This is easy to do. This is simple. This is not complicated at all, I promise you. They do ask you to do something in this that I'm going to ask you not to do. I'm going to ask you to do it in a different order. It's up to you whether or not you follow my my advice. It's your choice entirely, but you will see my logic behind it when I show you why I'm saying to do it after, not in the sequence they're saying to do it. I do have a test board, so I can show you this lighting up. Now, it won't stay lit up, it's just going to flash, but I can show you that it's just to show you how easy it is to put these bulbs in. But you will get a flash of it, you'll see it work. We do get as well a very, very nice piece of furniture in this one. One of the biggest single pieces of furniture we receive. It's beautiful. It's really nice. I'm looking at it now and smiling. But we'll take a look at that in a second. Then we're going to put a light together. Then we're going to put it to the house. I'm also going to show you something else to do in this one. Again, you don't have to take my advice, but it is advice. And there is logic to it. And I'll explain what that logic is. So let's get this done. It's exciting. Let's get this done. We'll take a look at the pretties first, and then we'll get this done. And at the end of this one, I'll be showing you something that's coming up on the channel that I know Doll's House people are going to love, because it's something I'm going to incorporate into the Doll's House. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So let's look up pretties, get this built. I'll show you the lights working, and then at the end, a sneaky peek of what's coming up. Okay, so here is this very lovely dresser we get for Alice in Wonderland's kitchen. Look at these keys here, and this all opens. All of this opens up. How beautiful is this? This is absolutely gorgeous. It's really gonna be a centerpiece of the room, a focal point. Now, you get 4 plates. You get a lot more plates that are going to stack up on here, and then some of your other bits, your cookie jars, your teapots, your little Tweedledee and Tweedledum jars are going to sit on this thing, and it is going to look stunning. It is a massive piece for the back wall of the Disneyland kitchen. The Wonderland kitchen. It's going to look amazing. But I mean, this is just a lovely thing. It's an absolutely lovely thing. It's going to sit against our back wall, and it's going to look great. When this has got all those, oh man, come on. It's going to look so nice, so detailed, so nice. These plates are gorgeous as well. You can see how lovely these plates are. Really nice. Glue all over my fingers, just modeler finger right there. Gorgeous thing. Now, lights. So this is what we're going to be working with. We've been working with this light. Now, I know a lot of you are panicked about this. Don't be. What they ask us to do with this one, right, so keep this piece here that I'm taking off right now, keep it, twist sticks, keep those. You're panicked about how you wire this all up. Well, I'm going to show you, right? So I've got a test board here. You're going to get a proper one of these next month, but this is a test board that I've got from a different model. But unfortunately, when I press the button, it just makes this, it will just make this flash. It won't hold it on, but I can show you what I'm talking about. So you're going to end up with something. It's not going to look like this. You're going to end up with something, a battery box that's got some plugs attached to it. And what you're going to do is you're going to take this plug here that's got the 2 pins, and you are going to plug it in like so. That's it. That's how complicated your wire it is. It really is that simple. And then I can show you this one working. We press the button. Hey, there we go. But you see it's going to go off pretty quick. So that is what this one does. But ours will hold. It will stay on. This is programmed just to give you like a second burst. And that's what that is. So that's how that works. It really is that simple. So you were panicking about nothing. Now, the thing they ask you to do first in this one is they ask you to attach this sticker to this wire. They say that's the first thing to do. I'm telling you to do that last. I will show you why in a minute, but do it last because it makes no sense to do it first. None at all. I'll show you why when we start putting this together. But what we're going to do before we bring the house up and start threading this through, we will prep this ready for the model. So we'll take this through there, like so. I don't want this all tangled up. Okay. Then we're going to take the parts of our, this will be our lampshade eventually. Now this will sit like so. Excuse me. You want a bulb in like that. Then we're going to take our other piece over here and we're going to lock it in. Like so. These all squeeze together. There's our bulb. And that's how we want it to be. So your bulb doesn't have to protrude from here, but it's got to be to the end, you see? So that's how we're going to do it. Now again, don't put that sticker on. I'm going to bring up the house and I'll show you why not to put that sticker on. Okay, so it asks us to clear this of any swarf or any overts that might be around this. So we're just going to gently drag our craft knife around. Make sure it is all clear because we want this to sit nice and flush inside there. Now, mine's not so bad, so I think we're all right. And this is why I'm saying don't stick your sticker on yet, right? Because what they ask you to do now is to thread this wire through this hole. Now that's going to be a nuisance if you've got a sticker hanging off this wire, because you're probably going to bash the sticker and you might damage it. So now you're not going to, because you didn't put it on first, you waited, because you listened to Scotty, who had a good idea. The next thing we're going to do is, so this is going to come up through here like so. So you can see there is a gap out here and we need that. So when we're going to turn this to lock this in place, we want it so the gap in the channel is going to feed through there. We're going to come down here and then we're going to go through this slot here. Then we're going to put a sticker on, right? But not yet, because what they want us to do is they're suggesting that we put the little pieces of tape that came with this to hold this in place. Well, I'm going to do something different and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. And then I'll explain why I'm going to do it. So what I'm actually going to do, as opposed to what they're asking me to do, is put two little pieces of tape on that. Well, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do something else and I'll explain why. So this is what I'm going to do. And this is going to look a little bit mental maybe, but trust me, this makes sense. Right, so get this wire in this channel. I want it as flat as we can possibly get it. And then I'm putting masking tape all the way along the channel. So all the way along. Smoothing that down, as smooth as I can get it. But don't worry, the floor's going to cover that up. It's going to cover a magnitude of sins. Now, I want that all the way along this strip. I'm going to put another piece here as well. And I will explain why. Because, there we go. Now the reason why I've done that is because at some point they're going to ask us to cover this floor in glue. And when you do that, that glue is going to get in this channel. What it's going to do is going to glue that wire to the board. I don't want to glue the wire to the board. And the reason why I don't want to glue the wire to the board is because if we come down here, that is where our light now sits. So if that bulb ever breaks, if that bulb ever goes out, you can cut the bulb off and you can attach a new bulb to it. However, if you've glued your wire to the bloody floor, because the floor's going to go on here, which I can show you. The floor's going to go over there like so. If a load of glue has got in that and glued your wire to here and to the floor, you can't move the wire. However, the masking tape acts as a block. So your wire will stay in place. You can unscrew this and you'll be able to pull the wire out. You'll be able to cut the bulb off, put a new bulb on, put that back on, stick that back up, turn it, and you'll be able to do that because it's not stuck to the floor. That's how you can change these bulbs. If they ever break, that's how you can change them. However, if you've glued the wire in, bulb ain't going to move and you've got bigger problems. So that is my advice to you. Completely cover the channel. That's what you need to do. Completely cover the channel. Keep that channel so that the light can move. The wire can move freely inside there if you ever need to fix it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to plug that test board in and we're going to see if we can get a look of the room very briefly lit up. Okay, so you can see now I've got label 2 on. Let's go downstairs and this is going to flash for like, honestly, it's going to be lit for about a second, but we get an idea. Aha! I wish I could have it on longer for you. But you get the idea. Our bulb's working. I just wish I had a better test board that doesn't just cut out immediately. But that's what we've got. So you can see it. The light kicks off enough that it will light this room significantly. Let's have a chat. So there we have it. I mean, not so bad, huh? It's you don't need to worry about that light, and honestly, it's easy. It makes sense to put the sticker on last, rather than jam it through the hole and knock the sticker off or damage the sticker. Put it through first, then put the sticker on. Just makes more sense. Tie your wires up so they're nice and tidy at the back. But as I said, the reason why that's on there is I don't want glue getting in that channel. If glue gets in and it's then welded the lampshade to this, I don't want that. I want to be able to access those wires, because once that floor's in, there's no other way of getting to them. And I will also show you how to change that bulb out. If your bulb ever does break, I will show you how to cut that bulb off and put a new bulb on. It really is not that complicated, I promise you. But it means you've at least got the option, because if 10 years from now that bulb's burnt out, and you're like, oh, it used to light up. Well, it still can. It still can, if you don't glue your wires to the floor. So protect that channel. Put that strip of tape over, protects the channel, you won't have that problem. Coming up in the next one, more lights. So we're going to do the light for the Wonderland kitchen. We are going to install the ceiling for Mickey's room. We're going to install a light into Mickey's room. So that's the first three. So very light on content next month. But the fourth one of next month, which will be 62, we are installing, we are papering walls for Ariel's bathroom, which means we are officially started. Now, when I say second floor flies up, it flies up. I mean, it genuinely, it's 2 issues and the entire second floor is pretty much built. It's that quick. So you will spend about 3 or 4 issues just papering walls. That's all we're going to be doing. So we're going to paper the bathroom walls, but we don't install them. We're going to paper the walls for the Aristocats music room, but we won't install them. We're going to paper walls for the Cinderella's bedroom, but we won't install them. We won't install any floors at all. And then in just one issue, we put the whole lot in. So we put all of the walls up. So all of the external walls for floor 2 go up in one issue. Bam. And it's pretty much up at that point. We still don't put the floors in. The next issue after that, we put the 2 divider walls in. Then after all the walls are up, then the floors go in. So the floor's the last thing to go in. But it goes quick, really quick. So I know next month is light, where you're like, oh, just 2 lights a ceiling and I'm done. After that, we are bam, 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 bam. It's our next sort of step up in acceleration, and we go really quick, really, really quick. And this thing is going to grow exponentially. It's going to be huge by the time you got a second floor in. So I'd say by the time we get to April, you're going to see a significant difference in the size of your house. May, definitely. This thing's going to be an absolute beast. And it's going to look beautiful, and I can't wait. You will get your test board as well. So you'll get a proper test board. So you'll be able to light them up and they'll stay lit. I'd like the flashing I'm showing you. Unfortunately, that almost for something where it needed to do that. It just needed it to flash. Whereas I'd like to be able to show you on for longer, but I mean, I don't have a test board with a small enough socket for it. I have got something coming up on the channel, which I'm really, really happy about. And it's something I'm going to use in the Disney Dolls house. And it will be coming up, hopefully, next week. It might be this weekend. You never know. But if not, it will definitely be next week. And it's this. So that is the Haunted Mansion diorama set. There were 2 of them available. There was the attic and there was the seance room. And I have bought the seance room, and I've wanted this for so long, but it's sold out everywhere. You just can't get it. I was advised the only place I could get it was the gift shop at Disney World. And I'm like, that's a long way to go for a diorama. I mean, I'd like it, but I don't want that much. But amazingly, I was able to find one. So I've been able to find a brand new one, still sealed. And I'm really happy with it. So I'm going to be putting that together on the channel, but I'm going to be doing something else with it. So November through to September, it will sit on my shelf as a diorama of the Haunted Mansion. However, for the month of October, what I'm going to do in the Disney Dolls house is I'm going to gut Donald's room. So everything in Donald's room is going to come out, and everything from Madame Leota's seance room is going to go in. So the table from the seance room is going to go in. I'm going to open the doors and drape curtains over them to cover the kind of Disney themed, well, the Donald themed doors. I'm going to have wallpaper that I can put on that won't stay, but it will stay for the time being, like the Haunted Mansion wallpaper. I'm going to turn Donald's window into a stained glass window by attaching a piece to the back that again removes. But I'm going to turn Donald's room into the seance room for Halloween, and I'll have little pumpkins and stuff around the house as well. And it's that Madame Leota. That's the piece that I want more than anything. You get the Madame Leota inside the crystal ball. Now, if you've never been on the Haunted Mansion in Disney World, it's creepy and spooky to begin with, but you don't see any ghosts. The first thing you go past is Madame Leota in the crystal ball, and she says her seance where she tells the ghost to wake up, and that's when all the ghosts appear in the Haunted Mansion. So I just love the fact that that could be the focal point at the top centre of my house, where it's like the attic, and I can make a Haunted Mansion room, and I'm so chuffed to be doing that. I can't wait. But you're the first ones to hear about that and see it. So be tuned for when that comes up, and we're gonna have some fun with it. We really are. That's all from me. If you would like to contact us, you can at buildingtheboys@outlook.com. In a world where you can be anything at all, just be nice. We have got loads of fun stuff coming up on the channel, including some very cute row life and Roker builds, which I think you'll really dig, along with Madame Leota's seance room. So tune in for that one. As always, say, in a world where you can be anything at all, just be nice, and I really do mean that. Take care, and I will see you soon for more Disney Doll's House.